Hey guys, it's Gabby with Bright Valley Marketing. In today's video, I'm going to share exactly how we were able to land 186 links and some TV coverage for our latest PR campaign and how you can do the same as well. Our client is a pizza oven company and they came to us needing some digital PR help. So what we did was step number one, brainstorm a great idea for them. So they're a pizza oven company. Obviously, the campaign would have to center around pizza. Fortunately, pizza is something that most people love. I actually got really hungry and I made my own pizza because I was thinking about this campaign and doing this video, and I'm about halfway through. I put some avocado on there because, that makes it healthier. One thing I wanted to mention is, so pizza is a universally loved topic, right? Most people love pizza. So this was a relatively easy campaign to do. So we thought, okay, why don't we create a ranking of the top cities in the United States for pizza? But the problem is there have been so many different studies that were done on that topic. So we added a little spin to it. We looked at the top 250 places, most populated places in the United States, and looked at the pizzerias in those locations, and we scored them based on the aggregate of their Google reviews. And based on that, we created the rankings. So this was a really wildly successful campaign because we had those top 250 cities, and some of those included cities that people would not normally associate with pizza. And those cities really resonated with those city-specific journalists that worked in those regions. So the second step was to run a survey as well of 1,000 respondents, asking them a variety of different pizza-related questions, just to give the campaign a little bit more depth. Give the press release that we were eventually going to write a little bit more meat. We asked people, what is your least favorite pizza topping? How far would you travel for a great slice of pizza, and related questions. So again, that additional survey provided us with a lot of extra information that we were able to incorporate in the press release. Step 3 was illustrating the campaign data in a beautiful visual format. So we created the list of rankings with the top, I believe, 10 different cities, and then the rest were illustrated in a table. And the importance of adding a visual asset to your campaign is that the easier you can make the journalists' lives, the better, right? So if you have that visual representation on your website, journalists will better understand the data, and as a result will be more likely to link to you. Also, speaking of that, the actual linkable asset is ranking for almost 500 different keywords for keywords such as best cities for pizza, best pizza city. So the benefit of having a linkable asset on your website for your PR campaign is that this asset will actually, in many cases, start ranking for different keywords as well, and that will bring in organic traffic. And when you have a linkable asset, you're also showing Google that you are creating research, you are producing research, you are a credible brand that isn't just focused on selling. And then once we had the linkable asset added to the client's website, we created a nice press release for journalists outlining all the information, and it's a really basic press release. We listed all the top cities, and then we modified the press release based on where the journalist was located. For example, Glendale, Arizona, which came out at number 8 for the best pizza in the United States. All the Arizona journalists had their press release tailored to them, because the more relevant you can make the press release, the more likely it is that the journalist will actually open your email and read, about your campaign. As a result, the more coverage you are likely to get. And then what else can I say about this? Yeah, that pretty much sums it up. That was the campaign. You run your campaign, you gather the data, you illustrate it in a linkable asset, you draft your press release, and then you identify the right journalists to target based on the different regions that your campaign might contain. And then you send your outreach message. The outreach message is just a very personalized, very basic message that says, hey, journalists, whatever their first name is, we think that you might be interested in covering our story. And then you include the press release that outlines all the information. And you ask them if they feature your campaign to give you credit by linking to your website. So that's kind of it. That's really what it's all about. Rankings do really well. So if you want to run a successful digital PR campaign, I suggest creating city rankings. Those tend to do really, really well because again, you can segment your outreach message and identify relevant journalists based on the different regions. Because like I think 90% of media outlets are regional. So that's gonna help you a lot and create really long rankings. Strive for at least 100, the top 100, top 250. If you can do top 500, that's even better because that gives you just more journalists that you can actually outreach to and that will lead to more coverage. So that's about it, guys. I just wanted to share this win with you guys and hopefully it inspires you to run a great campaign. You know, you might not run a pizza company, and you might be in a difficult niche, but even so, you can always think a little bit outside of the box and don't be afraid to take a few steps away from the core nature of your services and products. Because, you know, if you are, for example, like a manufacturing company, you can't just do a manufacturing store. You need to think creatively and think outside of the box, think engineering, think creating buildings, architecture, you know, just start to branch a little bit away from your core services and think about what will actually generate coverage, what the media is interested in. So with that being said, I'm gonna finish the rest of my pizza because I'm hungry and this looks really good. So if you guys haven't tried avocado on your pizza, you really should. Bye.